Do you think that right now in our culture there is an attack on masculinity, or how do you view that?
I've been told that. I guess I don't. Sure. I think it's really silly. As much discussion as there is around it and defining it and defending it and your Andrew Tates and everyone else, I don't. I'm bored by the discussion of it. My personal take on it and like what I teach is I really don't care for the terms masculine or feminine. I just don't see the point in why there needs to be this added, especially with things as confusing as there are now around gender. Like, fuck it, I don't even want to bother. And so, what I describe masculine and feminine is for me is the balance between monk and motherfucker. It's the yin and the yang, right? It's the soft and the hard. It's the light and the dark. And I'm not interested in being all motherfucker, and I'm not interested in being all monk. You need different sides for different occasions. You know, this hard-edged motherfucker that I've got that can get some gnarly shit done when I'm in the heat of a moment, he probably doesn't need to show up at my wife's mom's funeral. Maybe I should have some fucking better skills to hold space and not be able to fix anything. Maybe I don't need to treat myself with the fucking hammer all the time. Perhaps I can use that little bitty screwdriver that fixes sunglasses, because hammers are terrible at doing what they do. But I want the capacity of both. I want the capacity to feel everything. I want to be in touch with all those sides. I want to be able to be present. I want to be able to fucking get so overwhelmed by the beauty of a moment that I fall into it. I want to be able to deal with my fears. I want to be able to face them. I want to be able to hold space and sit in love and understand vulnerability and intimacy. I want to be able to communicate impeccably. I don't want to be reactionary and stuck in that mindset. I don't know, that's typically attributed with masculinity. Because most of what I see around the whole identity of masculinity looks like insecurity.
Yeah. I I love the motherfucker and the monk. I call it the warrior poet, and basically
Sure.
it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
same.
Which is perfect. Like you have to be integrated in those ways, and um, I think that's where the issue is. Like you're talking about, like I had my wedding a couple weeks ago at the time of this recording,
Congrats.
and thank you. And like I want to be in like the awe of the beauty of everything, like all these fucking people showing up that I love, that I'm fired up to see, my beautiful wife coming down the aisle in this gorgeous thing, and us saying our vows and trying to commit to something that's could be the most special thing that we ever have together is our relationship, and talking about maybe having, bringing kids into this world, God willing, and all. I want to be in those moments. I don't need to like be macho or tough or anything. I just need to be the poet and be able to express actually how much this person means to me and how much he's made my life better and literally saved me from fucking the darkness that I was in. I got to be able to express that. She doesn't know. Yeah, she might be able to feel it, but she doesn't know. I have to tell her. And I need to be able to do that. But I also need to be able to protect her if we're walking out of a concert and someone tries to do some weird shit. I need to be I
And
need to
which
be
one in
that
your
guy.
life has proven to be more valuable up until this point?
The the
The
the
ability
poet
to
the
express
poet version.
yourself or fucking actually defend yourself from this fake scenario that's never taken place?
Right. That's
I'm
why I
not
go and
saying
do
it's not worth, I'm not saying
100%.
don't train.
That's why I do
Because look, I'm
jiu-jitsu, so I
also,
get it out of my system.
yeah, I also have zero fucking interest in pacifism without the capacity of violence.
Hmm.
That's not a choice. I want choices. I have the fucking capacity of violence. I make sure I stay fit. I make sure I stay trained. I make sure I do training. I make sure I educate myself and pay attention. Looking for an altercation, I'm not.
No.
I will happily talk my way out of any situation. I don't care if someone's right anymore. My ego is not fucking keeping me talking to an idiot any longer than I have to be. I don't fucking care what they think. They're allowed to think I'm whatever they want.
Yeah.
Whatever
I don't
allows
care.
me to move back frictionlessly to the path that I want to be on is what I'm going to answer with.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I
that,
mean, one of the I don't know if you listen to Dr. Jordan Peterson, but
I
one
do.
of his quotes that stuck out to me like a lot when I was really getting into his work a couple years ago was, you want to become the most dangerous man in the world and then have it under voluntary control.